What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. Two idiots, one camera, and a review. I'm one of your reviewers, Wilson, sitting by me as the Bearded Thunder.
Mr. Apologetic, Mr. Bird.
Not having the greatest of days, but it's going to get better because we are reviewing a Transformer in this episode. It seems like we haven't reviewed a robot in a while. I don't know. I could be wrong. But what is it?
This is Toyworld's FS01 film series.
Yeah.
But it says movie series.
Well, we're going to say film series.
Okay.
Bulldog.
Transformers.
Look at that fancy box we don't care about. For viewers who may not know who this character is.
This is a character that I was just reintroduced to seconds ago. He apparently is behind Anthony Hopkins in Transformers The Last Night.
Yeah.
And shoots at Hot Rod.
Shoots at Bumblebee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shoots at Bumblebee and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
As they are driving to Sir Anthony Hopkins' house.
Yes.
In the English countryside with Cogman.
Yeah, it's one of the first scenes where Anthony Hopkins actually interacts with other humans.
We have guests! What's the matter with it? Shipment bits are falling off. Engine! Hello there!
There's a lot of human and robot dementia going on.
He thinks it's still the year 1918 or 1940, something like that. So, World War I, all that stuff. I mean, Battle of the Marne, Battle of the Somme, Battle of the Marne, Battle of Passion Day, trenches of mud and death and gore and all that. It's terribly sad. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. Yeah, but it's terrible. I mean, so sad, you know, but isn't it? I mean, it's late onset of, wow.
Anyway, this is a World War I tank that turns into a robot. I'm halfway sold.
Okay. Can't wait to see which half. It looks like a grimy tank. Like a World War tank.
World War I tank. I wish that I knew the type of tank, because I'm sure it's exactly what it's supposed to look like, but I don't know.
It says E75 on here. I don't know if that's the model of tank or just something. It does say Bulldog, so I don't. That's maybe just artistic license, if you will.
Put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, I have never seen a tank like this before. I saw it in the movie and then also the toy, but it is very cool looking. It's got all the guns, the cannons from where I assume the people inside would sit, and this looks like the driver's pit. The whole treads go all the way around the thing. This is almost like if it was just the bottom half of a modern tank. Like there's no turret, obviously.
Correct.
So from pictures I've seen of other damaged, weathered, painted toys that they've done, it matches that kind of quality.
It looks very, very used and well worn. It looks great.
Now the treads don't have any wheels or any kind of movement
at all on the bottom.
No kind of wheel or anything like that.
How do you know you have it up the right way?
Well, his face is under there.
Very good sculpt. There's a lot of rivets and detail work. Here's a close-up, and you can see a lot of the riveting details all over. Really, really nice. Well done, guys.
These are painted well. I think they're actually really plastic, but they're painted so well with metallic paint that they look
movable?
metallic. They are not.
Or posable, I should say.
They do not move. I thought maybe these would move in and out, and based on the quality of the third-party instructions that we get with this figure, it looks like they could maybe move in and out. It's not clear. So that's basically it. Anything else you want to add?
I like this mode.
And for size comparison, in vehicle mode, we have him next to the
This is a Voyager.
No, that's a Deluxe. Nowadays, it may be considered a Voyager if you're buying the Siege. Studio Series World War II Bumblebee.
This is how you paint something to make it look nice. This is how you use no paint.
Yeah, you could say that. Now, it is my understanding from a little bit that I've read, and I could have misread it or misunderstood.
Or not really read it at all.
That too, imagined it. I've been known to do that as well, is that this is Toy World's new film series. They are doing these to scale with Studio Series figures. Now, if that is the case, they are not off to a good start. Now, granted, again, like I said, I haven't seen one of these tanks in real life, but I find it hard to believe that it would be as big as this car.
I wonder if the robots are in scale.
That may be. They are doing a World War II Bumblebee themselves. They're doing the Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie.
Are they doing Bumblebee Tuna?
Doubt it. And I think they're doing a Starscream.
He's deluxe size.
Yes.
But not in scale.
Robot mode.
Yep.
He looks just like he did on screen. Don't you agree?
No. I don't remember him on screen.
Bits are falling off.
His transformation is actually simple in terms of...
Is it fun?
No, not really. It's not fun because when you first do it, the instructions pretty much suck, but it's easy enough that you can figure it out yourself if you're careful enough. His big problem is all his joints are very, very tight, and I am very scared of breaking lots of them. Other than like ball joints that he has, like up in the shoulders and stuff, anything that's on a hinge of any kind, very tight and worrisome. Also, these pieces that move here on his shoulder for transformation, like that, they come out really easy. It's not breaking, it's just it comes out. You can plug it back into the hole.
I think that is called a friction joint, maybe?
Friction joint? Sure.
I don't know.
I
don't
mean,
care.
But detail is just as good as his alt mode.
Yeah, everything that I liked about paint and sculpting is still here.
Looking at his face, it is there. You can see his cool little mustache that he has in the movie, as well as what looks like a monocle. And
Yeah.
who doesn't love a monocle? I mean, I would
James
wear
Bond. I don't think James Bond enjoys people with monocles.
I don't think so. They do some great paint work on the flags here and the little pistons and everything in there. Again, it's all pretty good plastic painted to look like faded metal and pieces. Some of the transformation even makes you flip pieces around so you get different detail rather than, oh, this is just the bottom of the tank.
Oh.
This is now like robot pieces of the back and everything. And parts are hidden really well. If you look close, you can see Bulldog painted on there along with the E75, which we believe is the model of the tank. No?
The only thing I don't like in this mode is his head, because why does he have a hat?
Well,
Oh, dun dun dun!
how do you feel about him now without that?
I'm still not 100% sold on that face.
Yeah, I mean, that's down to the Michael Bay thing. Like,
Yeah.
Michael Bay had to make them have facial hair. Well, it's not like Transformers didn't have facial hair in the past, but he really liked mechanical facial hair, dingleberry facial hair. So,
It is a pretty un-Michael Bay Transformer.
yes. As far as movement,
That's all you, bro.
like I said, all
Snap,
his joints
crackle,
are,
pop.
all his joints are very tight, but he's got up on the shoulders, he can get lots of range up there because that's the ball joint in and out. This can move like that. Part of an elbow bend, as well as get a nice full 90 on that right there. His wrist past 90. His wrist doesn't
Do you know
turn.
how 90 degrees works?
I mean, it depends on what angle I'm looking at. The wrist doesn't turn, but it does move in and out, a very tight joint, as well as his fingers do bend in. Again, tight. Thumb does not move. Head is on a ball joint. He gets great range looking up, doesn't really look down, and can turn side to side.
But can he stare menacingly through the monocle?
He does have a waist.
Oh
which
my god.
doesn't look like he does, which is, I was surprised actually. Up in the hip area, there's like, I guess, would that be a butterfly joint kind of, would you say?
Sure.
Basically, it can come out farther. Part of it's due to transformation, so you can get a nice wide
It swivels in a
hip.
butterfly action.
Yeah, as with lots of Michael Bay Transformer designs, there's the chicken leg kind of look, and those move in, out, and then you get his
The hokey pokey.
yes, and then you get his feet here, which are hanging by just a
The
simple.
only loose joint.
They're loose, but they're not annoyingly loose like, shake it, oh my god, it's really loose. But it's because it's a kind of double hinge system there, and just by one, and it's on the outer edge of the leg. So fold it in like that, and that's how it is. It could be more sturdy. I think if they somehow had the foot connect in a way, like back here, this part connects to the bottom part of the foot, but if they somehow had the foot disconnect up to the leg, it may have been sturdier. I don't know. But it does allow for great ankle tilt, and with all the movement he can get a pretty good wide stance, but he can't turn the foot left or right.
Gotcha.
But I have not had any hard time posing him whatsoever.
1 foot test.
Passed. He comes with some pretty neat accessories. We'll start with the obvious ones that make sense to me, at least. The hat. But let's say you don't like that hat.
I don't.
Maybe you want him to have a war helmet. And that fits on.
Sell me some Panama sun lotion.
That's right. There's a little notch or groove at the front that connects to this part up here on his head, just naturally, and that can fit. And if you don't like his bearded face, you can have this cool gas mask, which just snaps right on to the sides like of his head, like that. And then you can go ahead and throw the helmet on, and you have kind of your regular
Sandman, what's the dots?
Sandman. What's the dots?
Wesley.
Oh, Wesley Dodds Salmon, yes. Or one would say maybe a regular World War I soldier. If you don't like that,
I do like that. I don't like the helmet. I like the face glow.
You
Very
can-
atomic robo
yes,
Cronin-esque.
yes. They
Even
give you, for some reason, a second head, which is also very gas mask-esque, and that just will pop onto the ball joint. Fits very well. Let's see if this... he can wear that
Is
hat
that
with
Cronin?
it. He can, of course, wear that hat with it. I like that look, too.
You can army build this guy now.
I don't think I didn't think about it. At least getting two, because I'm like you. I'm not the huge fan of the mustached one. If I had maybe like a Anthony Hopkins figure to set by him, so they could both be seen now together, maybe I would have that head. But I'm definitely going to use one of the.
I
gas
wonder
mask
if they
heads.
were meant to be an army of guys.
That's
And
possible.
That's why they have
yeah.
different heads,
Yeah.
since they'd be an armored tank division.
Sure.
And then, if you were cool, Michael Bay, you would have made him into a combiner, a refractor,
It's possible.
a retractor.
A protractor. You get a brick wall. I don't.
Are you
there's-
sure it's a brick wall?
It's some kind of wall.
Are you
It's
sure
painted
a
well.
wall?
Well, on the box, they show the tank mode just sitting on this.
So it's a brick road.
Sure, a brick road. Because there's nothing on the back that looks to me like you could attach it to another piece of another figure that's coming in the
They used
future.
to make roads out of brick.
Thank you, Mr. History. So it makes total sense that they would give this to you, because you can set it down and he can stand on the road that used to be made out of brick or drive across it.
But now you can buy all your World War I guys and have a nice long brick road to display it.
So yeah, it's cool. It's a nice display piece, and it's done really well. So it's not like I won't use it. I'll throw them on it. Why not? I got it. Size comparison. Who do we have?
Green Pea, the guy we're reviewing, Hunk of Poo, and Amazing Hunk of Poo.
I just wanted to say, I wanted to hear Hunk of Poo, because I knew that was going to come up at least once. So we have the Studio Series World War II Bumblebee here. He's deluxe size. We have the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. He's Voyager size. And we have the Unique Toys Challenger. I don't know. Last Night Optimus Prime. He's Voyager size, actually, probably. The closest to Voyager. I think he fits in fine with Optimus. Who cares? I mean, it definitely he looks better with him than he does with him or him.
Yeah, third-party toys usually don't look good with Hasbro toys.
But like I said, I thought they were trying to scale him with Studio Series.
Well, maybe he is in scale.
That's a good point. We'll see.
This is World War II Bumblebee, so he's probably too, small.
Two size too small.
Yeah.
Okay, time to rate him. You go ahead and start.
How much is he?
Where I got him from, Robo Toy Base, he is $64.90.
All right, I am gonna go ahead and give him a 3.5 hammers. He is a phenomenal looking tank. I kind of wish he had some wheels or something so he could roll, just because almost every other vehicle I have, at least the tires move, or there's wheels hidden so he can roll. It's just fun. I think he looks amazing as a robot. I really like the fact that I can give him a mask or a different head because I hate that face. Why would a robot ever have a monocle? I'm a beard dude. Fine, beards, but like, why the fuck does a robot need a monocle? Like, that makes no sense. The reason he's not higher, because he is a phenomenal sculpt, phenomenal articulation, phenomenal paint job, is that he feels like he's going to break anytime you move most of his joints. And yes, some of them are ball joints, so they just pop off and you can pop them on. But the fun I should be able to have with him, it just isn't there. His joints are just ridiculously too tight, and I feel like I'm going to snap them, even though it does feel like a good quality plastic. I'm afraid to play with him, and that shouldn't be the case, even for a third-party toy.
So once again, I'm pretty much with you on almost all fronts. I don't know what is going on lately. We're getting along too well. But I am rating him a 3 out of 5. I do love him. The look of him and the execution visually is superb. That he looks like he walked right off the screen. I agree with you. I love the accessories. While I don't mind the normal face because that's how he looked in the movie, I love the options that they gave you even more. Yes, his joints are extremely tight. I'm not as afraid to play with him, but it makes the transformation not fun, as well as kind of tense, I guess you could say. And there are parts where there are clearance problems when you're spinning, like the back, where I'm worried that it would snap. He's not as brittle and fragile as the Weijing Hound,
but he's the closest thing I've played with to that Hound
exactly
in a long time.
Yes, agreed. There are also points of articulation that I wish he had, such as wrist swivel.
His wrists are too small, too thin.
Yeah, and the whole foot area thing, while not a huge problem, I think could have been executed just a tad better. But I like him. He's going to look great in my collection. They have definitely ensured that I will purchase the Shatter and the Dropkick figures that they're releasing. I may get their World War II Bumblebee. I don't know.
I may have to wait until it ships.
Good on Toyworld. I've been impressed with some of their stuff lately, and I haven't bought anything of theirs in a long time. So very pleased. Highly recommended if you're into the movie stuff, third-party movie stuff. I'm glad to see they're doing more of it, because Hasbro seems to have some problems executing some of it.
They should just all stop doing it.
Yeah.
And just do things that everyone likes.
Well, I mean, you can't please everybody. And
I bet you could please more people doing better toys on better design.
So that's been it. Can't please everybody, just like this channel can't please most people. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit that little bell down there, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like to notify you anymore of when we get new videos posted. So comment below, leave your thoughts, any ideas you have for us and what you'd like to see. All the social media stuff is in the show notes, and some of it down here on the screen.
Thank you very, very much.
Check out the other stuff. We have more stuff coming in the future, and until next time,
I triple dog dare you to leave a comment.